This updated Eve Energy Smart Plug is now out-of-the-box Matter compliant, so can be controlled from Google Home, Samsung Smarthings, Alexa, Home Assistant and Apple HomeKit. The Eve Energy Smart Plug is now available in the UK and is the first out-of-the-box Matter-ready device to go on sale in the UK. Now that the Eve Energy Smart Plug is Matter compliant, as well as on the Thread network, it will work across platforms. Future-proofing your smart home. One thing to note, while this smart plug has energy monitoring, currently the Matter standard does not support energy monitoring, making the smart plug less useful than it could be, but this will be coming in a future update. Until then, you can use the Eve app to monitor the energy usage and run automations, but this is iOS Apple devices only. Eve are currently working on an Android app, but that is currently no date given on when this will be released. I will update the description below once the Android app is released. In the box, you get a quick start guide with a Matter QR code printed. You have a safety leaflet and the 3-pin smart plug. The Matter QR code is also attached to the side of the smart plug for easy setup. The back has an easy access fuse. And on top there is a physical button to manually switch the plug on and off. To set up Matter devices, I have the Google Nest Hub Gen 2 with the Thread radio and acts as a border router. As soon as I plug the plug into a socket, within a few seconds Google Fast Pair automatically pops up on my Android Pixel phone. If this does not work, just open the Google Home app, click Add Device, then a New Device to scan for a new Matter device. Click the Scan QR code, select an app, here I will choose Google Home, agree to the terms, agree to connect your Google account, the Matter device will then connect your Google Home account. This took less than 30 seconds. Click Done. Choose the room location. Then you can choose the name for the smart plug. Click Next. And that's it, all set up. Quick and simple. As this is a Matter device, the control is done locally. So the control from the app is very quick and responsive. Turn on the front room plug.
Got it. Turning the
As
front
you can
room
see, it's
plug
quite
on.
quick. Turn off the front room plug.
Okay, turning the front room plug off.
Turn on the front room Voice plug. Commands are also very responsive.
Sure, turning the front room plug on.
Turn off the front room plug.
Alright, turning off the front room plug.
Now you are set up in Google Home, you can link the Matter devices with other ecosystems. This uses the so-called multi-admin, but is called differently within each ecosystem. Within Google Home, it's called Linked Matter Apps and Services. I'm on the Google Home preview, so within this, select the Settings tab. Here you'll be able to see which devices are linked to your specific Matter device. Click Link Apps and Services to add. You will then be presented to all your apps that can be linked, as well as using a pairing code or to display a QR code to another app to scan. Here I chose Smarthings, click Start, and this will now add to Smarthings. As I have my Alexa linked to my Smarthings account, you will notice the Eve Smart Plug gets automatically added to Amazon Alexa. I now need to give the device a name. And also set a room. Click Done, and that's it. Again, switching the plug on and off is very quick and responsive. Now we can go into the Alexa app to see how this was connected via Smarthings. If you are doing the initial setup via Alexa and not Google Home, click the second option, Connect with Smart Plugs, and follow the prompts. But as this was already connected, I only need to click the top option, Eve Energy UK Connected. Again, this is very responsive. And now we connect to Home Assistant. So again, link apps and services. Select Home Assistant. If you do not get the Add device, you probably do not have the Matter standard installed within Home Assistant. Click the Close button, which should then take you to Home Assistant. Then go to Settings, Devices, then search for Matter, which will then install. This may take a few minutes to install. Click Finish, and that is Matter now added. Go back to Google Home, select Home Assistant, and this time you should see Add Device. Again, this will take just a minute to link to Home Assistant. Again, within Home Assistant, energy monitoring is not available using the mattered standard. Click Continue, and that is now the Eve Energy Smart Plug connected to multiple ecosystems. And under Matter, you can see I've got one device selected, and it's the Eve Smart Plug. And we'll just test the responsiveness. And as with everything under Matter, it'll work locally. It's very responsive. And with all the connected ecosystems, I can test with my voice. The responsiveness via Home Assistant is also very quick. You can also view the Smart Plug history via the logbook. Turn on front room plug.
Okay, turning the front room plug on.
Turn off the front room plug.
Alright, turning off the front room plug.
Here within the information, you can get the device info, which tells you what the firmware version is currently on. The Home Assistant app seems to give you more information than some of the other apps. Now you have all your devices linked, you can view them all within the linked Matter apps and services settings. This is also the place where you can remove any devices from any of the linked apps or services. One issue some users may encounter is the size of the Eve Energy UK Smart Plug. If you are intending on using this in an extension lead, this is a rather large smart plug, so will prevent you from using the adjacent socket. Although this will not be an issue if you're using it directly in a wall socket. The Eve Energy Matter Smart Plug is not the cheapest smart plug around with energy monitoring, but hopefully once other Matter devices come out with energy monitoring, and once Matter lets us view them energy readings, hopefully the price will reduce. So, what do I think of Matter and the Energy Eve Smart Plug? I have to say, connecting it to Google Home and then linking to all the other ecosystems was quick, easy and painless. I'm so impressed with Matter so far, but for an Energy Smart Plug, I can't wait for the energy monitoring update to arrive. That was a look and setup of the Eve Energy Smart Plug via the Google ecosystem. Hit that like and subscribe button, and any questions or comments, leave them down below.